800-year-old Sealand skull. Does it belong to aliens from Constellation Pegasus? In 2007, a mysterious skull with a human appearance was discovered in the small region of Denmark known as Stick, and science also failed to find its link to any species on Earth. Interestingly, there are many theories on the origin of the skull. For example, some believe that it might be an extraterrestrial skull, while others think it involves some kind of mutation or maybe someone from another dimension. The skull was found in 2007 by the workers who were digging 100-year-old drainage pipes in a house, but scientists had not studied it until 2010. At first, it was believed to be an animal bone, probably a horse. They were not shocked because it was said that the place once belonged to a butcher, so finding skeletons of cattle was normal in the backyard of that house, but on looking closely resembles a human skull. The head of the skeleton was actually bigger than a standard human skull. Scientists from Veterinary High School in Copenhagen examined the skull and concluded that some features resembled mammals, but it did not belong to any species in Linnaean taxonomy. They also found out that it showed no relation to any known species on Earth. The results of the carbon dating showed that the Sealand skull belonged to a creature that once lived between 1200 and 1280 BC. On further excavation, only some animal bones and equipment from the Neolithic period were found, but none of them had any link to the skull. The eye sockets of the Sealand skull were gigantic. The researchers suggested that this creature could see well in the dark. Since the skull had a smooth surface, it was also suggested that such creatures were well adapted to life in cold weather. And now the most mysterious thing is that the skull had been stored for a long time, but someone later deliberately buried it. Another fascinating thing is that there is a legend about this place that once there lived a sect of mysterious people, writers and poets, who were allegedly members of a certain order of the Light of Pegasus, quote unquote. These people had sworn to protect the secret alien artifacts, including an alien skull left by extraterrestrials from the constellation Pegasus. There's very little information about this group of people, but the Order of Pegasus was formed in the 14th century, which included many prominent personalities from science, art, and literature, such as William Shakespeare, Thomas Jefferson, H.G. Wells, and Ambrose Bierce. Before arriving in Denmark, the Sealand skull had been stored in France, in Paris, France, and Munich, Germany. It's also said that it was originated from southeastern Europe. According to ancient astronaut theorists, the very name of the order indicates its connection with the constellation Pegasus. The theory that aliens have visited Earth since ancient times is quite popular. What if the skull belonged to one of them? It's noted that the star 51 Pegasi is the first sun-like star to have an exoplanet orbiting it. The Sealand skull is far from the first or the last of its kind. In 1920, the skull of the so-called Star Child was found in Delicias, Mexico. Researchers Chase Klotzke and Mary McClure came to the conclusion that it is 100% human, but could not explain why the brain volume was 1,600 square cubic centimeters, about 200 cubic centimeters larger than the average human adult's brain. Scientists also suggest that this child's brain had 3 frontal lobes, whereas humans only have 2. The shape of the skull's eye sockets was also unusual. And this is on Hows and Whys by Vicky Verma. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.